Racer X going, and this is the game show edition of the Giant Snail Races. Thank you all for coming. It should have a really good show. And next to me is Maybeth. Say hi, May.
Woo! Howdy-ho, and welcome to our game show. And seated next to me is our favorite game show hostess with the mostest, Tindalia Soothsayer White.
Hi, everybody. Here to take a spin is Fukuju.
Woohoo!
Hey everybody, welcome to Giant Snail Races. Glad you could make it today. Seated to my left is Oodle Me Noodle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our game show where everybody wins unless they lose. And driving our balloon today is Stephanie Brimmer. Hello, I'm Stephanie Brimmer, and I'm back to driving the balloon as fast as I can. And now down to Racer X and the stats. Woo!
Behind you.
Whee!
All right, so here we are. We are in the last race today, and that means we have raced 5 races so far. And in the lead is Queenie Promise. Woohoo! Yay!
Yay,
Queenie! And Queenie has so many points that she doesn't even have to show up today, and she still wins the amateur race finals.
Awesome.
She is the next one behind her is Lobby Wriggles with 32 points, and if she wins the race, she'll have 42, and that's still well below the 48 that Queenie has. Okay, so anyway, the Lobby Wriggles in second with 32 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay! Callie Kane in third with 16 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
Abel and Luli Babenko in fourth with 10 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
Abby Black and Stewie Allen and here's the rest. Abby Black and Stewie Allen in 6th and 7th place with 6 and 4 points. Woo!
Yay!
And now we go down the rabbit hole to our first race of the day.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the ground. Air brakes.
You gotta teach me that one, Tindy.
All right, so we've made it safely down from the upstairs, following Wheelo down this time. That was fun. I kind of missed the rest of the crowd, but it looks okay. That's who we've got. Anyway, we got a great crowd up here. We have one person on a bench that's not going to move, and we're hoping to move that person along up to a better bench. There's our audience, and now we're going to go over here and introduce the snails that are in today's first race.
Yay!
Yay! And here we have Luli Babenko in the purple scarf. Woohoo!
Yay!
Abel Jupiter in the red scarf. Woo!
Yay!
Callie Kane in the blue scarf. Woo!
Yay!
Lobby Wriggles in the green scarf. Woo! What are we calling him again? Korea, in this new flexi kind of a weird snail is here today in the cyan scarf, and we love people who work on snails for us, so that's great.
Yay!
Hopefully he's going to help us upgrade our regular snail too, so we'll have that too.
I believe this is just his second week, right?
Yes, it is.
Right on.
Yes.
Okay, so now we are going to go over to, I believe, Tindalia, and hit the button, Tindy. We're going to start our first race.
We need a button song.
We do. Just try.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
there you go. Okay, then that
Yay!
signifies the
Cow.
our giant thing going up there with the cannon, and the cannon is going to fire a cow at the gate. And that's how we start the giant snail races.
Yay!
And the gate is exploded into a million pieces, and that signifies the start of the snail race.
Yay!
There goes our benches. Did we get our little orange guy off this bench? Oh, the science? The science? Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw something there. Our new snail with the mesh did not put on a scarf.
That
So
could
their
be a
bench is
problem.
not going to follow. I forgot about that. I saw that when we were talking about it, but I forgot to. It probably wouldn't have matched up in the right area. It probably would have been floating above his head if we had put it on.
Yes, but at least we'd be moving.
Yes, at least the side.
We're not moving. We have to chase the benches now. We might
Sorry,
still be able to get on.
I'm all by myself on the red bench instead
No,
of by
Amarillo's
myself on the
ours.
blue bench.
Flown off to.
We're too far away to grab one
It's like
now.
Luli's in the lead here.
Hard to grab one.
I'll just cam.
Yeah,
That was a good
we're
idea.
sorry, Cyan. Bet you'll have to cam around,
You'll have to do your movement first.
Yeah.
chase the benches, and you have to get really close. You have to actually get ahead of the bench and then select it probably, and then maybe you
No,
get
that
on it.
doesn't work either. I've tried.
No, that's it.
Once they're moving, they're moving.
Or just fly around. Just fly around and follow us. That'll work too. We're okay with that.
in front.
This is what happens when you don't wear your scarf. You force your fans to scramble for something to do.
Abel says he's missing his snail hut.
Oh, he's missing his. Oh yeah, I see that. Yes, Abel's. So we won't be able to tell if you miss a checkpoint. But it's okay. The scoreboard doesn't really care about that. The scoreboard will still keep track.
Luckily.
Yes. There's a backup plan. There's actually something I could say that would tell me who has their HUDs on it, but it's been years since I've used it.
Out of the ice cream first. It's Lobby.
It's Lobby coming out of the ice
Yay,
Followed in
Lobby!
second by Kelly.
cream. Ellie.
Yay, Kelly!
And third is
Abel.
Abel.
Oh,
Hard to read the names on the HUD when they're dark colored.
I want to see what that mesh snail looks like when it moves. He has actually rigged it so that this mesh is flexible.
And
pretty
which
cool.
snail is that? The one with
That
the
is-
scarf?
Yes, that would be
One in
Korea.
Springs.
Korea.
Korea. Yes. I like the way the bottom of it moves. The little ripple going on. It's great.
Wiggly. That was kind of cool.
Can't wait to see what our snails look like when they can do that.
And approach
So
the
we have
balls
the
of
green one out in the lead now. It's still Lobby.
It's still Lobby. Still in second is Kelly, and still in third is Abel
Where's
doesn't look like
April?
he has a HUD on because it's not showing lights.
Yeah, everybody's on 2, and hopefully Abel's on 2.
Hopefully, Abel missing. But we will find out till the end.
You see Lobby's eye stalks. He's got him down. Oh, that's cute.
He's got his eye stalks off this now, but it's to look more like the they have some kind of a game show or something in that country that we're not familiar with here, but it's
I forgot the name.
it matches
The
something.
old
I've heard
country.
said, but- yeah,
It's
from
a,
the old
Brit- a
country.
British
still-
version of Wheel of
Oh,
Fortune.
Have no clue what these keys play.
Nobody does.
I
It,
do.
No, you don't.
Here they
you don't
come!
count.
It looks like Wheel of Fortune on the side though. Or are they off
It is the British version of Wheel of
Wheel of
Fortune.
Fortune? Ah. There you go.
And out of the ice cream, heading for the rim.
Apparently they don't have a Van Lights and a mascot.
No. Bobby hits the ramp first, followed by Callie.
Yay!
In third is Abel. In fourth is Ruby.
We lost our mesh snail. Where'd he go?
No, he's under the water. Coming
Underwater.
up. He's coming up
Ah.
the ramp.
His eyes don't stick
He
up
can
above the
hold
box.
his breath for a long time.
Hi, man.
Okay.
Oh
stand
man,
for
they killed the sheep.
Yeah.
Did they kill the newbie?
There's
Oh, he's dead too.
our cyan
Yeah, it was
tabs.
sad.
Oh, May's on the cyan bench too, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention or something.
We're on the Group W bench.
Well, at least I'm not snot dribbling out of the robot's nose this week.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's
you're
going on
the
with the
W
robot this
bench.
week?
I
The,
enjoyed that
it's
last
a big
week.
red. Oh, I get it. It's a button, isn't it?
We're gonna vote you off the island.
Oh, before we forget, let's see what Racer X
You have
is
been
doing
voted
up
off the
here on my-
island.
What did you
Please
do to my
put in your
statue
stand.
today?
What did we do to the statue? I can't remember.
All right. Oh, it's got a gong.
Look, it's
Remember the
Monty
gong
Racer.
show?
I remember the gong show.
Is that what that's
And
about,
no
Mick?
comment.
Yeah, that is. And that is where Pee Wee Herman made his start, was the Gong Show. Little known
Huh.
trivia.
I thought he was. Was that? I guess that was before Cheech and Chong. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pee-wee Herman.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Was he?
He was the
Yes,
hamburger,
Paul
the
Herman?
hamburger guy.
Oh yeah. I see.
Never a hamburger.
Yeah.
Lottie taking a little bit of a lead, but heading into the mushrooms. He's kind of stuck. Huppy.
Oh, and check out that great poster behind them as they hop through the mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
My goodness.
God do
what a
is
good poster.
by Baby P makes us these fine posters every week,
Yay, baby.
and
Who
they
can't
really
be with
sing in
us
the
right now?
crowd. Okay, we're gonna see a winner here, Eddie Sec.
Bobby still in the lead, heading up the ramp.
Hey,
Followed in second now by Abel.
And closely by Kelly.
Better get over here.
Oh no, the sheep's gonna get it.
No, not the sheep.
The sheep survived.
Sheep is safe.
2 giant snails on the sheep.
Here they come. And
One lobby hits it.
Lobby gets a win with
Abel's in second.
Abel got second. Good
Abel
job.
got second.
Abel.
Wow.
And this is Abel's second week too, right?
Yeah.
And there was
Kelly
Kelly
in
with
Great
third.
second place.
Way to go, Callie.
Yay, Kelly.
Lobby Wriggles coming in
Really? No, really.
Really.
Yay.
Lulu.
And our match now.
The other L's now.
The others.
Yay! Alrighty. Okay, so recapping, we had Lobby Wriggles came in first. Woo! Yay!
Yay, Lobby.
Second place, Abel Jupiter. Woo! And third place was Kelly Kane. Yay, Kelly! In fourth place, Lulu Babenko. Woo! And another new snail here is
Core.
Korea. Korea in fifth place. Yay! All right. And now we go up into the sky and see who won Best of Show with May Dest. May Best.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey, best, Steven. Yes, yay!
Best. Yes. That
And here's May Best with the Best of Show. Go ahead, May.
Heidi-ho, and welcome to the Best in Show, the best in game shows. Today, I won't vote you off the island if you don't gong me. Except that tiny in the first row with the gong. You, I get to eject you. Don't you be gonging me. Guy with the gong is gone. Yay! Today we have 6 snails dressed to theme and eligible for prizes. Yay! Abel Jupiter, you have won 4th runner-up with your snail. Yay, Abel!
Abel.
Your snail is shining as our game show host. Abel isn't telling us, but he just pulled those bills out of his waistband. And what he really doesn't want you to know is I'm the one that put them there. Callie Kane! Yay, Callie! You have won third runner-up with your snail shell. Yay, Callie! That encourages us to press our luck. Callie, I thought you pressed your luck just by entering our sim. Callie may just be pushing our buttons, but I think I'm going to go with door number 1. Korea! Yay, Korea! Woo-hoo! You have won second runner-up with your blender-created shell. Korea has been working with rigging, so now his eyes will follow you everywhere. Korea is here to demonstrate his very own theme show that will race along with him today, where you too can be a winner. Yay!
Yay!
Tindalia Soothsayer! Woohoo! Tindy!
Woo!
Yay! Tindy, you have won first runner-up. Tindy is the creator of our track theme and the fashionista of the snails. And once again, she shines as the diva of our show. Tindy, I don't have enough vowels to express my admiration. Folks, give Tindy a round of applause, because without Tindy, we would not have a new theme each week. Yay!
Thank you very much. Good job.
Woohoo! Lobby Regals! Yay, Lobby! Yay! Lobby! You have won honorable mention with your Mr. Chip Snail from the British show called Catchphrase. You can watch that show on YouTube, by the way.
Good.
If you care to spin to win, see Lobby after the race and play her Wheel of Fortune shell, and check out those hot deals in her deal or no deal boxes. Great job on your shell this week, Lobby. Very inspiring. Hey, Lobby! And Luli! My favorite Princess Arachnan! Yay, Luli! Oh, and the Tinies go wild! Yay!
Mister didn't promote her to Queen this week.
Luli Babenko, you have won Best in Show. Luli is ready to take off for the finish line with her balloons giving her lift as she displays her prizes. Eyes are up here, folks, up here. And what a great looking audience we have today. You guys look marvelous. And if you have not already voted for Best Dressed the Theme Fan of the Show, send that vote to Shayna Payne, who will be dancing on the button. Great job, and thank you for coming today. Thank you to our island sponsors for making donations to the kiosks located all around the sim that look like thermometers. Your contributions do keep our snails running. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Kierhoff Innovations, your best choice for business and personal gadgets, Treat TV, where you can watch the snail races over and over again, or on the YouTube, where you are a winner every day. Don't forget to subscribe to our feed and like us. Like us on Facebook. And check out our new Snail Dude page. Now, back to the host of our show, Racer X Gullwing and Snail Dude.
Yay!
Okay, here we go.
That's
All right, here we are. And this is part of the show where we put our brave little Snail Dude into the cannon and we send him off to, yeah, that's what we do, Snail Dude. Yes. Don't get in the cannon before you make me look at my wrist here.
No!
It's fun. It's like a game show. And besides that, you've actually there it goes.
Don't
Close the cannon. Close the cannon. Gotta get that cannon closed.
Let's blow yourself up again.
Did I fall off?
And he's up.
Up.
Woohoo!
He's
Go,
coming
go,
down,
go,
down,
go,
down.
go, go, go. Will he make it?
Yay!
Oh, green contestant. Will he make it?
Take a bow, Snail Dude.
Yay.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
That's fine.
Ah.
That'll do for me.
Moved out of the way for that. Okay. Anyway, good try, Snail.
He's catching on.
All right. We'll get him cleaned up and back in my hat for next week. And now we go to with the after Snail Dude. We do the stats for the second race. Let's do that. Woo! Okay, so we are in the final race of the season 5, and so far we have Tindalia Soothsayer in first with 48 points. Woo! Next up is Cat and Carter in second with 29 points. Somehow it didn't change on my screen I'm filming with, but I'll fix that later, I guess. All right, and then in third we had Alden Cortez with 23 points. Woo! Yay, Alden! Roomy Noodle in fourth with 22 points. Woo! Lobby Wriggles in fifth with 16 points. Woo! And the rest. Queenie Promise, Whispering Wind, Lily Babenko, Abby Black, Kelly Kane in those order and with the points. Yay! Good summary. All right, and now we, what do we do from here? Oh, we go out to and see who's out there for our final race of the day. Let's go do that. Woo! Okay, so over here in the purple scarf is Lily Babenko. Woo!
Yay, Lily!
And in the red scarf is Alden Cortez. Woohoo!
Yay, Alden!
And Oodle Me Noodle over here in the blue scarf. Woo!
Yay!
And Lobby Wriggles in the green scarf. Woo! And Korea over here in the cyan scarf. Woohoo! I like that snail. All right. Tindalia in the yellow scarf. Woohoo! And Kaylee Kane in the orange scarf. Woo! Kelly, right. What did I say? Kaylee? Oh, sorry. Oh, God. That's what I used to call her. Okay. And now we go down to Shayna Payne in the buttons. Go ahead, Shayna. Hit the button.
Do a little dance for me.
I think she's doing a little dance with the button.
Hey!
Show me the money.
And the camera's not
No
moving.
whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
What did I do? Forget to turn the camera on.
Mimir 2,
Kitty Cat said.
Start over.
Shut up.
Too late to start over, yeah. Bam!
And the gate goes boom.
I guess the game goes. There's pieces. Alright, then here come the snails. Woo!
I'm the wheel of dope.
Totem Me Noodle, you're not wearing
It's
your
the
HUD?
wheel of misfortune.
I'm wearing my HUD.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it. It's just not on this one.
Say your new HUD's
Never mind.
broken then.
Yeah, well, it
And
just...
you lift up to the tank.
Not
first.
everything registers. Yeah, not everything
Hey.
registers for some reason.
How come I'm not seeing stars today?
We've been spared.
Oh, I wonder if...
thought-
I'm seeing bubbles.
Oh, they haven't collided? Maybe the snails haven't collided. Maybe they're all far enough apart today.
Snails don't
Snails
Snails
hello.
don't collide.
We have our new harder road closed sign area now.
Luli, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh,
Hit
one of them went
checkpoint
down.
first and went straight down.
Lily, turn around.
Oh no!
She's stuck.
She is down in the middle of the town. Come on, Lily, what happened?
Luckily, the town is totally phantom.
Touch that green thing and go up if you need. Does Lily need to? Lily needs 3. Lily, just head for 3. It's the top of that hill over there.
3, head for 3. There you go. Up she goes.
Oh, air brake.
And good. Good job.
All right.
Alright,
Okay, Lily's coming.
here she comes.
Where's our leaders?
Very golden maze.
At checkpoint 5.
Going
So
up to
close.
checkpoint 5.
So close.
Yellow is Tindy and red is Alden. Alden and Tindy in the lead.
Tindy hits it first.
Real practice.
Lobby coming in third,
Just a little.
followed closely by Korea.
Callie, then Oodle clearing checkpoint 5.
Yes.
Heading up to the shark tank. The sharks is saying, I'm drawing you in with balls of money, but don't be deceived.
Oh, nice launch.
I think the next big change is going to be the maze. I'm gonna make the maze so it isn't so hard on the when it's take out the hard ones, the ones that take a long time to get through.
Whoa,
Wow.
terrible balls.
Make the slingshot less effective.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
How could that happen?
Really?
Tindy's gotten quite a lead as she hops over the maze.
As Fukuchu recognizes sarcasm. Yay!
Sarcasm? What's that? I have no idea what you're talking about.
me.
Alden pops over the maze and still second place there.
That was very active when I went up.
There's another one pops over the maze. That is
Cindy.
green scarf.
Cindy's
Bobby
heading
Wriggles
into
pops
the
over.
Third lap,
Cindy is way over there on the third lap.
followed right by Alden.
Yeah, I don't see
No,
anything
they
on the.
stopped.
Yeah, they stopped after a while. Yeah, into our third lap, they're kind of gone. They'll be back though. So we have snails all over the field right now. Tindy is in the lead, and Tindy is what color? Yellow? Tindy's yellow. So coming down over there on 3 there. That's Tindy in the lead. Almost catching up to Luli, I think, is the one that's still in the maze. 1 lap behind. And it's Tindy and Alden over here. If Tindy doesn't get lift, Alden might, and then that would put Alden in the lead. But no, Tindy does get lift. And hopefully Alden will get lift too, but...
You'll never know.
And here comes Lily out the wrong way out of the maze. Oh no!
Now we have a cow.
Got those cows and fireballs. Well, there was cows and fireballs. Oh,
Oh, Tindy gets pushed through the bottom.
Oh,
That
my
puts
gosh.
Alden in the lead. Tindy's gonna try and pop
Tindy,
ahead. Hope
Rob,
Ed
Rob.
gets the lift.
but
it's
not quite enough, I think.
Nope, nope, nope.
Oh, so close.
Anything happens
And
sometimes.
Alden wins.
Alden!
Oh!
Yay!
Coming in second.
Alden wins by a cow.
One misplaced cow.
One misplaced cow. On my
Lily.
head.
No, and Lily's a lap behind, so it's not going to get third place. But Green Scarf, Lobby Wriggles will probably get third here. And Lobby.
He's in third.
Victor.
Yes.
Good job, Bobby. Yay!
Coming up the ramp.
Is
Don't get hit by
Lily.
stuff.
Alright, great job, Doodle.
And Illuminate has 4. Woo! Yay!
Very bad things to say about that Shark Tank, though. I sat on the green thing and it did not put me at the top.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Or did it put you back where you were? 'Cause that means that you're outside the red circle.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the red circle.
You gotta be in the red
Yeah,
circle.
you gotta be
use
in.
that.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the red circle.
If not, it just puts you back where you were.
You don't even actually have to be in the red circle when you
You
hit the
have
big.
to be
Well, that's
in-
what. That's
In
so
the
people
Shark
can't
Tank,
just
yeah.
sit on it
That's
from
what the
across
red
the tank.
circle is for.
It's really hard to cam around there, when you're in your snail.
Yeah, it has.
That's-
See the green thing.
That's
That's why you
danger.
de-render your snail.
Well, no, even,
There we
even
go.
if you have to come out of mouse look to sit on it.
Wait a minute. Korea,
at
you're
first I tried
you
going
did something.
backwards,
Something messed up on you, Korea. You need to go around again.
Yeah, you're still on.
Well, it says you're on checkpoint 1 now, but
Well, that
you
means
probably
you
something
missed
somewhat
checkpoint
long.
1 somehow.
Well, it sort of means that, but it might mean that you missed some other checkpoint earlier before you finished this lap. But now you did. Maybe it was in the first lap or
No,
something.
no, it had to be.
No, it had to be in the second lap, third lap, huh? Or second lap. It had to be in the second lap.
Missed checkpoint 1 either by overshooting it or.
Okay, so there's our new miss. Went to a lot of work. Did a fine job on the snail. I like the way it moves. I'm thinking if we do get our mesh snail gun, then we might change the shape of the body of it, but we want to make the head the same almost. But I like the way his body moves, and has a flat spot on the bottom, which was hard to do in Prims
Meanwhile, the top of
without using a lot of Prims. Here we go. Here comes
And
the
down
Luli
comes-
Flamenco.
Yay! Good job, Lily.
Unfortunately. No, fell into the village.
Fell in the
Running
village.
towards
Oh.
checkpoint 3. Yeah.
Wearing that scarf like part of the top of her hat. His hat.
Why not?
Heading for the slingshot.
Will it work? You'll find.
Yes! Woo!
Yay!
I like that little flip at the end. That's quite nice.
Getting hit by stuff, knocked backwards.
Running up the ramp of doom. Well, this week,
Oh my god, I just noticed that. I just noticed that. It makes me want to yodel.
That's my favorite part of this track.
I love that.
There it is! And now you missed checkpoint 4.
yeah, I think
You're good, you're
I think
good.
you're good. I think you're good.
I think it's safe to say that came in 7. Alright. Oh wait, this one, this one. Here we go. Okay, so for the recap, we had
Alden?
Alden Cortez came in first.
Yay!
Yay! In second place, Tindalia Soothsayer. Woohoo!
Yay!
And third place was Lobby Wriggles. Woohoo! Really good. And fourth place, Oodle Me Noodle. Woo! Fifth place was Callie Kane. Yay! I said her name right that time. Yay, Lily. And our new snail, Korea, came in whatever place this is.
7th.
7. All right, and now we go to the part of the snail racing where we dance. Woo! Hey!
That's.
Everybody dance now.
I'm dancing.
Look at our awesome audience dancing.
Look at them go. They rock. We rock.
And roll.
Look at us go.
What are we gonna rock next week?
Oh yeah, what is our theme next week, Tindy?
We get to visit with the Cat in the Hat and eat some green eggs and ham because the Seuss is
Yay!
Woo! Dr. Seuss, yay!
Woohoo!
I have a suit for that.
You do.
Got the hat for that.
I have the hat and I have the scarf and the white suit. I am the cat in the hat.
No, you're not. You're the bunny in the hat.
Yeah.
But that doesn't rhyme.
Oh, Lorax.
It's a flaw in the system, Stephanie.
A rabbit in a
Racer
hat with a bat
accidentally
suit.
deleted our balloon in the dance script.
Again?
Did we delete the what happened?
No, I checked that. It's got all the dances. It's got the description. It just doesn't work.
Oh, Stephanie doesn't seem to be dancing. Oh,
Oh.
I see. I need to. Okay, remind me to fix that this week.
Okay. Fix that this week.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Go away yet. We get to run around like idiots.
Oh yeah. Hey, what? Hey, Fukuju, who won this week's audience best dressed person here?
This week's audience best dressed for themed game show is our very own Callie Kane. Callie is a contestant on that game show.
The showcase. The Price is Right.
Yes. We have some lovely parting gifts for you. A year supply of Subi honey.